Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome into Beyond the Beard tonight. Hope everybody is having a great evening tonight. Let's see what we got going on here. We got people still rolling in, so I'm just going to give it a couple minutes so we can see if we can say hi to everybody at one time, kind of go through there. How's everybody doing this fine Tuesday evening? Hope everybody is doing well. All right, so let's go ahead and start saying hi to everybody. It looks like everybody's starting to roll in here. So first in is Chris. Chris, appreciate you being here, brother. Hope everything is going well. And then we have Miss Ellie. It's always a pleasure having you in here. Appreciate you being here. Miss K is in here tonight, viewing in from work tonight. They got her on a late shift tonight. So, babe, appreciate you being here. Tony, appreciate you being here, brother. Hope everything is going great. And it looks like we have Donnie. Donnie, it's good to see you in here tonight, man. Hello and good evening, everybody. Romy, brother, good to see you. Appreciate you being here. And let's see, we got Kenny. Kenny, appreciate you being here. And we have Lion's Mane Beards. I appreciate you being here, brother. And so far, it looks like we have Abe Allman in here as well. Abe, appreciate you being here. There's another one that I'm not sure why it didn't go into the start, but it is right there. Dennis, appreciate you being here, brother. Hope your day is gone well and your week has gone well. All right. I think for the most part, we're getting there. All right. Tony, I think I said hi to you. If I didn't, good to see you, man. All right, guys. How is everybody doing this week? Do you guys have any wins for this week? I always like to start off the show by let's talk about your wins for the week. Even the small wins, they add up to be big things as time goes. Let's celebrate those wins, everybody. And if you didn't have any wins, you got some things on your mind, this is the show. So let's talk about it and let's get into it. And it looks like we got Zachary in. Zach, appreciate you being here. Viking Papa, appreciate you being here. Let's see. And this guy right here, Rob. Rob, it's good to see you, brother. Appreciate you being in here. I'm gonna send you a message after the show, or if I can remember right after the show, I'll send you a quick text or message. Let's see. Roger, appreciate you being here. And we got Randall Crunk. Appreciate you being here, brother. Hope everybody's having a great day. All right. So it looks like Abe says he's finally getting healthy. Is a win for me. That's awesome, dude. Really happy for that. Um, yeah, I think it's kind of going around over at a Ron's house over there, and I think the youngin he's feeling better, and yeah, 'cause, man, I tell you when it tends to hit, it kind of hits the whole house sometimes. So, all right, yep, absolutely, Rob. Uh, being sick for 3 weeks was terrible. Yeah, and it wasn't like the last one that I had. It was, I would say, about 4 or 5 days. I was feeling pretty awesome, and then it just kind of stuck on. That cough just kind of stuck on for another week or so. Baker, brother, appreciate you being here. Hope everything is going well. Romy, yeah, we're gonna get into that here in a little bit. And yeah, it's going well, man. Thank you for asking. The new shift. I'm saying no new wins per se, just a fair week so far. There you go. There you go, guys. 'Cause I know that gap between Saturday and Tuesday is kind of short, but you know what? Um, Sometimes we just kind of want to celebrate what happened over the weekend, right? Give you guys that opportunity. Lewis, brother, appreciate you being here. Hope everything is going well with you. All right. All right, guys. Yeah, for me, if you guys missed Saturday's show, my transfer finally went through. So I've been working this week. My schedule has changed to a 2 a.m. to 10 a.m. shift, which sounds pretty rough, which is just getting used to the schedule is the hardest thing, I think. But man, I got to tell you, one of the reasons why I wanted to make the switch was the stress level and just kind of balancing everything out a little bit. And we were able to do that. And I got some talking points on that coming up here in a bit, too. Everybody's saying hi. All right. Let's see. All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead and start getting into it tonight. And one of the things I like to ask when we start popping in is, what does everybody have in beer tonight? Let's go ahead and shout out some of those small batch companies or whatever companies you have in your beer tonight. And guys, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask those into the chat there. I will highlight them and I will answer those questions to the best of my ability throughout the show tonight. What does everybody have in beer tonight? Lewis says everything is going good tonight. Hey, joined the new job. Yep, we're definitely going to get into that. Underwater Welder by Blue Collar Beardsman. Interesting. Randall's got some Bearded Death. Nice. Oh, Rainforest. That one is, it's, I think that's one of my, it's in my top five for Flaming Beer Co. I really do like that one. Viking Papa's got Beard Octane, Envy Oil, and Butter in tonight. Weatherbeard Cedar Crest. Nice. For Kenny. VHT Grooming Rustic Timer. Haven't tried that one. I'm going to have to, man, I still got to get a hold of Chad and talk to him a bit. It's been a little while. Tony's got Grizzly Puncher Oil and Butter. Baker has the Bay Area Fancy Oil. Not showered yet, but on a Bay Area Fancy Oil, not shower yet. Been on a YouTube spiral. Yep, we get those, man. I've been on one for a couple days now too. We got Chris Copper John's Newport Oil and True North Hawkins Butter. That sounds like a powerful mixture right there. TNBC Harvest King. Robert Allen, appreciate you being here, brother. I believe I caught you as we were coming in, Zach. If not, good to see you. Mike, appreciate you being here. Hope everything is going well with you guys. Yes, this will be my second Trace Amigos show. So, yeah, that will be happening this Thursday, guys. So make sure to tune in to Trace Amigos on Thursday. I believe it is at 7 p.m. Eastern for my time. So, yeah, 7 Eastern. I'll be on with Santa Tom, Chief, and Dino. Thank you, Lewis. Robert Allen says he's got Elite Grooming Wiseman Oil and Butter. Nice. Yeah, he's got some good stuff. He really does. And I'm sure he's going to have something in your wheelhouse, Romy. Be there. All right. Let's see. I got so many brands on the got to try list, right? And it seems like every Tuesday and every Thursday, that list just kind of grows and grows a little bit. As for me tonight, I have the Citrus Hollow in from, let's see, there we go. Citrus Hollow from Weather Beer tonight, oil, and the Base Camp Butter in tonight. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to one another. All right. The Citrus Hollow is good. It is really good. I thought I grabbed the Saffron Shores and I didn't read the label. And imagine my surprise when I put that in, which that's a great scent too. So I'm not even mad about it. Let's see. I did get the Viking, not Viking, I'm sorry, Victory for Beard Octane in. And yeah, now I know what Aaron's been around talking about. Great scent. I think I'm going to put that in beard tonight. So yeah, those he's doing good. He's doing really good. So guys, for Tuesday nights, he's here when he can be. But some nights he takes Tuesdays to spend with the family and to catch up on things. And me and him had a discussion today about some things that he's planning, and I'm really excited for him. So he hasn't gone anywhere. He's just he comes on Tuesday nights when he has opportunity to. So, but thank you for asking. All right, guys. Yeah, Victory is good. It surprised me. It's not one of those beard octane cologne scents that is typical for them. I think it's more of a musky type of cologne, which surprised me. So I mean, if you take Grizzly Puncher, Fabricator, and Victory, you can kind of get some similarities with Fabricator and Grizzly Puncher in a way, but Victory is completely different. Yeah, not a problem, man. No. Uh, yep. And he's definitely missed when he isn't here, and I'm sure he'll be watching the replay or he'll be popping into the chat at some point if he gets opportunity to tonight. So use. Let's see. Victory is a nice cologne scent. It is. It is. It's definitely different than the other ones that I've tried from them. So it was kind of interesting. Hey Stanley, welcome in. Appreciate you being here tonight. Hope everything is going well. What about Barbershop and Positive Charge? I did get a sample of the Barbershop in from them. I haven't tried it yet. That will probably go in the morning, but I haven't tried it yet. So couldn't tell you on the Barbershop, but I'll get back to you on Saturday on that one. Positive Charge, it's good, but it's not right there in my wheelhouse, but it is a good set. Everybody say hi to Stanley there. Appreciate him being here. Glad that I made it. Had to go to the ER to get checked out. Oh no. Well, you know what? If you're back home, it seems that everything turned out. So I hope everything did. And our thoughts will be with you, man. Hope everything's going good. All right. And this guy, Chris, appreciate you being here, brother. And I just once again, you guys will hear me say it a lot. You know, the support from True North and everything they do to, to drive this channel and to, just be a friend to the channel is appreciated so much, man. All right. Viking Papa. Did I catch you earlier, Viking Papa? I might have missed you. But I will say that I am still working on getting on my grave shift schedule. So right now I am a little bit on the tired side. So if I didn't miss you and I'm repeating myself, I apologize. Just bear with me a little bit, guys. Oh, anytime, man. What's True North? They're up north and they're true. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, Chris. And I'm really excited, man. So Raven Beard Co. Barbershop is my favorite. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, Lewis, because it is. I will say honestly, my beard is just better for having that in rotation. Um, I will say that I use that one mainly at night because of the gray beard. But we can get into that a little bit too because it does not make it a bad blend. It just I like using it at night. That way I get that awesome feeling in the morning. Let's see. All right, thank you. A masshole. Let's see. Like I tell you, totally understandable. Sleeping schedule can be rough. And it was a little rough. Starting out beginning of the week. Yesterday seemed to be okay, but then you just get one of those days where your body just like, hey, the sun's up. You're supposed to be up, and that was this morning. So, but I am off work today and tomorrow, so I can kind of recoup a little bit and get back to it. But I'm really excited about where it's all going to, though. So it's awesome. Ryan, appreciate you being here. And Ryan, I believe it was you. I noticed that after checking some of your posts from, I believe it was Facebook and on YouTube and stuff, how you've been promoting the lives and things like that. I just want to say thank you. It is noticed. I A lot of the times I don't notice these right as they're coming up, guys, but I do notice the people that shout the channel out and that enjoy what they're getting out of this. So I appreciate all you guys. True North, have been rocking your oil the last few days. Yep. Now, like I said, man, you won't regret it. I want to try Ravens Nevermore. It's good. It's good, and it might actually be right there in your wheelhouse too. It is good. Ryan says, "What's up? Just got back celebrating my boy's 17th birthday. Now he's back home and celebrating in his own way with his online buddies." There you go, man. Yeah, 17. That's big, man. Just another year, and you know, just another year, and they're officially an adult. What's crazy is when you work at a casino that's a 21 and over casino, and your son ends up going to work at the same place. It I felt some kind of way about that. Yeah, I really do appreciate you, man. Uh, right. How big of a casino do you work at? It is a two tower. I want to say it's two hotel towers. So I want to say there's close to 750 rooms, if I'm not mistaken. 2,000. I think I want to say we're close to 2,050 slot machines. Um, and probably between 35 and 40 tables. So it's a decent size. A Raven Citrus Overload or Citrus Bomb. I have not tried his citrus scents, but Miss K might have. I'm not sure though. I have to get back to you on that one, eh? Wheelhouse is all over the place. Right, it's when that one just kind of pops in. You're like, hey man, I really like this, and you didn't expect it. I like those though. JB, appreciate you being here, brother. Hope everything is going well with you. Uh, Mine turns 18 in April. Yep, yep. Mine turned 18 a little whiles ago. Has Citrus Hollow in beard right now? Did you did you sense it? you know, I like I said, I kind of reached for what I thought was the Saffron Shores, and I mean, I do love Corey stuff too, and I went to go grab it and then put it in hand and just got it in beard, and I was surprised, not upset, but I was surprised. Oh yeah, yeah, I am just in a different section of slots. I'm no longer in the technician portion of it. So, yep. Let's see. It does. Oh, well. Of my own business and things that I got going on. Yeah, I could do that. Let's see. Your crazy parrot just turned 31. You know what? I didn't realize that they had uh, that parrots had such a long lifespan. I was looking at that the other day, and is because I saw somebody similar saying they, their parrot was, in their mid 30s. I'm like, wow, I didn't realize it. Oldest is turning 22 and 23. Mine is going to turn 30, 30 this year. Yeah. Pretty sure my son is doing what he always does upstairs, collaborating with his sister to take over the world. Right. Let's see. Tony says the Born Bearded Beanie for the win arrived today. You all get you one, the Grays Killer. I appreciate that, Tony, and I'm glad you really like it. Yeah, we put a lot of time getting into the figuring out what kind of patches and stuff that we were going to use for that, and I'm really glad that you liked it. And you're raising Pinky in the brain. It did. I won't necessarily say that it's the heavy lifting, physical labor, continuous paperwork has changed a bit. I am moving a lot more on the floor now, which is awesome. But it's very job is A, B, C, and D, and I think it's much better for me in this avenue of my life. So, Raven Beer Co., True North Bane Blends, they're good. I want to try Flaming Beard, Small Town Traditions. Yep, they're both great as well. And we have in Tynomite. Tyno, appreciate you being here, brother. Now we can officially start the show. Hope everybody's night is going well. And guys, you're not going to meet a nicer guy on this platform. Just guys get a chance, make sure to add Tynomite to your uh, add him to your list of things to watch. Subscribe to him. Check his channel out. He does some amazing routine videos in the mornings. And just you ever up early in the morning and you just need that drive to get a smile and just kind of get your day going. Yeah, Tino's always got that attitude that's just gonna, it can help change yours and push you through the day. Amazing guy right there. Let's see. If you like citrus, it's a must. Send me a DM. I'll send it to you. Not for me. Okay. Let's see. By the way, I did get the wife and my son down to the range to shoot a bird. Nice. She loves it, and she's going back to the range later. He nailed 1,000-yard headshot or 1,000-yard shot dead center in the target. Very nice. Very nice. That's awesome. All right, just saying hi. It's like a fresh peeled orange. Okay. Appreciate the info there. Let's see. I just got a small town package in tonight. You know, their packaging, every time you open something, it feels like they just did something special for you. I haven't tried Flaming Beard yet, but I definitely recommend Small Town. Yep, Small Town's good. Jim knows what he's doing. Really excited for some things that he has coming. So, Dynamite, anytime, man, anytime. And here is his link, guys. Miss K put that down into the chat. Make sure to check him out. Um, Great guy. I've never had a bad thing to say about him at all. I mean, even when I'm sitting at work, I'll pop into his lives just to get try to take some of that energy. He's a really great guy. And if you haven't been in there, be sure to check out the Octo Beard. When it happens, you'll know. Dino is truly Bob Ross beard care, very consistent and calming. Absolutely. Yes, the Octo Beard. Yep, absolutely. Uh, thank you. Thank you. You're awesome. I've been taking notes and started doing one mixing of my own. Mind blown. Period. Yep. Yep. Dave, do you have to wear a suit and tie for the job at the casino I work at? They wear suits. Yeah. The last one I was in, the one that I just transferred from, it was more manual labor. So we kind of wore polo shirts, and I wear a suit on the weekend from time to time. But this one, it's a suit every day. Yep, I agree, Romy. Definitely our own Bob Ross. Yep, we're glad to have him too. I guess, Ryan. Yep. Kay, one of the best mods in the game. Yep, yep. She is amazing at keeping an eye on things. And see, I couldn't do it. I mean, I am a mod for some people, but I kind of like seeing that they have other mods. That way, I can kind of enjoy what's going on the show and enjoy what's going on in the chat. And yeah, but by the time I see it, Kay's already got it taken care of. So those beard waves. Yep, absolutely, man. Absolutely. And you just keep it up, man. Because I got a feeling that I see that you're going to be in this for the long haul, man. And I see this going somewhere. So just keep it all up, man. It's amazing what you do. All right, guys. So let's see. Pull up some of my bullet points here. All right. All right. So all this changing in the weather and everything, man. Have you guys noticed any uh, funny beard things that happened over this recent weather? For instance, yeah, the other day with me, it's finally decided it's going to start raining and cooling down here a little bit, and I'll get my beard taken care of, and Raven, he can attest to what it takes for me to get my beard together throughout the day. But walked into work and forgot something in the car, and it started raining, and I didn't think anything of it, so I just left my jacket, ran out to the car real quick, grabbed it, went back in, and just kind of dried off a little bit after I got back into the office, and then we have this mirror right before you go onto the main floor, and just kind of make sure everything's in order. And man, my beard just poofed up like crazy. It took all that straightness out of there, and that natural curl just poofed right back in there, and it was an interesting day. Beard and wash conditioner. Absolutely. Let's see. True North does a great beard washing conditioner. You have Corey from Weatherbeard. Um, Corey from Weatherbeard hit my top 5 for beard washes this year. Um, True North was on there. I do have um, a top 5 beard washes. I believe is. Let me look that up real quick. I believe it is. All right, just a second, guys. If I can. Let's see if I could do two things at one time here. Um, top 5 beard oils. There we go. Mm. Yep, I do have a top 5 beard washes. I'll go ahead and copy that and put it into the link for you to be able to watch later if you'd like. Um, let's do this. All right, so that's my top 5 beard washes of 2025. Not saying that there's others that aren't just as good. They're just some that I haven't tried yet, but I would recommend any of the 5 that are on there. Yep. Kind of one that sticks with me is no friction on the follicles. Yep. Salt and pepper was mod during the quarantine 4 page. It was something. I bet, man. With people just stuck in with being stuck and with the frustration and everything else that was going on. Yeah, that had to have been a time, man. Had to kick up the butter use. Yep. Let's see, Alicia, Aaron, and the rest of the Couch Clan stopping in. Is Alicia feeling better? I'm not sure. If she, I think I saw her over in True North's earlier today. Um, but yeah, they're taking a family day today. So, and the 3D prints, yep, definitely check his stuff out for the shelving. It's good stuff. It's close to 50 here in Northwest Ohio and loved it. We've been probably, I want to say, low to mid 70s for the last 2 weeks, and we finally got some rain today. So, and so it's been in the negatives, and I've had to use a lot more butter and conditioner, more than normal. One day was -20 real feel. Yeah, yeah, and the dry winters will do that. So, you know, when you watch these beard routine videos and stuff like that, that's the basis. Adjust accordingly. Using a little more butter to kind of help get through the day. I do that nearly every morning because of the gray beard, and I know that I can get probably to midday, and it's going to dry out a little bit if I don't. But and some days I don't have that issue. But adjust that routine as you see fit. Here's the baseline, but make those slight adjustments as you need to. Yeah. He says he has to fight 90% of humidity plus all the time. Yep. Yep. Let's see. I like Dead Man's Beer Co. True North Beer Co. Beard Octane Wash. Yep. The Beard Octane is a good wash as well. Dead Man's is one of those I'm still looking to get my hands on, guys. So um, I've tried them, but it's been, God, at least a couple of years. So, and I know they've had some things that have changed lately. So, yeah, no matter what with the cold weather, my wave comes back as soon as I step outside. And normally some of the curl come back, and like tonight, there's a bit of texture there, but man, this spot right here will just really bunch up tight if I'm not careful. So, have yet to try TMBC beard wash soon. The Dr. Nick's beard wash and conditioner is top notch. I will say, as far as True North Beard Co., I do really, really like their aloe based washes. Great stuff, and they have was a super green aloe washes and conditioner that just recently came out. So Dr. Nick's beard wash is legit. Yep, that's another one that's on the list, I know. And speaking of Raven, Gokon, appreciate you being here, brother. Yeah, I appreciate that, Tony. Yeah, it was fun doing those, and it's not about that. Anybody who didn't hit that list was bad products, because that's not the case at all. It's sometimes it's hard to just pick the five, because it's okay. Which ones do I reach for the most? And that's kind of the way I wound up coming up with the five. Yep, and Miss K, like I mentioned, she is currently at work, guys. She is listening in, so if she's missed any hellos, she apologizes. And let's see, Raven, we were just talking about your products. What's up, brother? Yep. Block combos with a bottle. Yep. Kay, did you have a win last night? I don't believe so. No, I don't believe so. But she could probably answer that. Miss K, did you have a win last night? Abe wants to know. I don't believe so, but I could be wrong. Yeah, Bane blends with beard wash is good as well. Yep. Uh, 83 degrees in South Texas today. Man, that is yeah, that's what I was telling Kay and Ron earlier today. It's like, it hasn't felt like winter here. Hardly at all. So yeah, I mean, I don't mind the warm weather, but I wouldn't mind having a little bit of winter too, though. So on the wash, I rotate between TNBC, Weatherbeard, Dr. Nick's, Beard Octane, LCW, Johnny Ray. Just have some 8-bit, but ran out. Yep, yep. And yeah, it's never a bad thing to rotate any products that are touching your skin, guys. And that includes beard oils. Right, right. And and that's where things are, you have to make an adjustment too, because some of those lighter oils you're probably going to have to reapply. Some of the medium viscosity beard oils you might use a little bit more. And that's where I was using just medium viscosity for a long time, and I was just rotating between medium viscosities. And then I wound up picking up some Artius Man, which is a thick viscosity, a heavy viscosity beard oil. And so I threw that into rotation. And Beard Octane, as we all know, is a light viscosity, and I find having a rotation of all three works amazingly well for my gray beard. Yep. Yep, yep. It was all good. It was all good, GoCon. Pulling hoodies off and off the. Yep. Definitely using more oil in these sub-zero chin wind chills. Yep. So has it actually gotten to the point where it's starting to where that winter storm is actually letting up a little bit? You guys still getting pelted, or have things settled down a little bit for you guys? Have Dr. Nick's beard wash, his body wash, shampoos are awesome. Yeah, I got to get a hold of some Dr. Nick's. It's been too long, and I need to get a hold of some of them. Uh, Barbershop oil, and onto the list of brands that he likes. Yep. Let's see. Just got a warning on my phone saying I've exceeded maximum recommendation limit for audio exposure. They don't know what I do when I'm driving. All right. Yep, that list is growing again. Yep. How can I get more rubber tips for the straw on the tumbler? The rubber tip came off, and I can't find it. I'll just have we'll just send you one. Rotate beard wash at home and travel, and then every 2 weeks. Luis, just send me a text, and we'll get you one out. Rotate the beard wash, the home travel every 2 weeks. Yep. Not necessarily last night, but I do have a win in the works. I have a business consultation coming up that I'm very excited about. Guys, to be honest, I'm very excited for her as well. It's an amazing individual, and that's a story that I'm gonna let her talk about. That's her win, and I think that's gonna help get get things going in the right direction for her as well. So let's see. I'm still new to taking care of my beard, trying to find the right fit for my salt and pepper. Right. And it just takes time. You'll find that routine that works well. Sorry, I wound up with a little text there. Um, you'll find a routine that works well for you. You'll find that blend that works well for you. And it's just adjust as needed. And yeah, she's killing it. Yeah, she's got the ambition to really push this, and I'm very proud of her. So there's that. Let me look in here real quick. Because there is one, somebody was talking about yep. So somebody asked in here, and I think I missed highlighting it. I do like the Bay Rum from Artiest Man, Abe, but I'm kind of a Bay Rum fan as well. So let's see. Finally got above freezing. Actually made it to the low 40s today. Feel like an early spring. Nice. You know what? That may come up at sooner than you think, guys. And I'll say just if you guys really want to see Kay on here and ask her questions on live, um, join into Trace Amigos tomorrow. She will be joining me on Trace Amigos tomorrow night. You tweet very often. Yep. Yep. And that's it. I mean, you're going to tweak for, you're going to tweak for humidity. You're going to tweak for, the cold weather to the warm weather to, if you're actually getting in and out of the pool. It's just those little tweaks throughout the day. You'll lock it down, man. If you got any questions, I do have my link tree pinned to the top of the comments there. And that's going to have all my socials on it. You can get a hold of me on Instagram, Facebook, even my email's in there. Feel free to just, if you got any questions, let me know. I always get back to you guys. And if you guys haven't tried Miss K's tumbler, it's great stuff. Yep. It's very similar to this tumbler here. This is the one that she had made for the Born Bearded website. But she has several tumblers, thebusybeecollective.com. Today was a t-shirt day in Chicago. It was 44 degrees. Very nice. Yeah, it was 40s into New York today. And finally above freezing for a few days here. That's awesome. Well, I guess it's going to feel good to get those few days of the warmer days, especially with it being as cold as it has been there. Excuse me, guys. Something just kind of flew into my eye there. I have no idea what that was. Let's see. All right, guys. So we got some newer guys in here, some guys that are still trying to lock down their routines. So how about we go off and we start talking about some of the small changes that you guys made over the years that really helped lock in uh, what's really been working for your beard. There's using more or less product, washing more consistently. What are some of the small things that you guys have done over the years? Um, what are some of the small things that you've changed that has just made your beer better over the years? Some of the small, yeah. One for me was um, making sure I was drinking enough water, especially with the gray beer because it's already different. It's already dry, so I had to get myself in the habit of drinking more water, and it's definitely made a huge difference. Case tumbler gets used by Raven every day. Thanks, Jacket. Yep, yep. Uh, Vermont was -4 wind chill this morning. Wow. It's 52 today in Mansfield, Ohio. Dude, that's not bad. I could do 50s. 50s is I'm okay with 50s. I mean, I'll get up and be going to work and it's, 26, 27 degrees, but it always tends to warm up to the high 60s to low 70s. So, and so we got Rob here says the quality of the products was the biggest shift. And I absolutely agree. Um, if you're not using anything, grabbing a quality product and putting it in is an immediate difference. And that's the same thing with, if you're using some of the store-bought ones. Now there is some store-bought ones that have the basic carriers and they'll work. But the moment that you switch over to a premium, there's just something different about it. And that goes with the oils and the washes too. So especially the washes, yeah. Dave, I'll send you a pair of safety glasses to wear on your stream. I might need to, man. That buzzard just came down and whacked me in the eye and took off before I can get a hold of it. Yeah. I don't know that it was a buzzard, but it did, yeah. But as close as it got to my eye, it looked big enough to be. And then Rob says, learning how to either trim it or know how to explain how I want it trimmed when paying for it. Yep. That's a big one too. As your beard's growing out, if you haven't done so and you're just starting off to grow your beard, you know, it's great to show them where you want your beard right now, but it's also really good to show them what your overall goal is for your beard. And say, hey, this is what I'm looking for. Take some screenshots, take some, look into Google, look at the types of beards and say, hey, this is what I want to go for. Get it into your barber and make sure you have a discussion with him before he starts trimming and has you all turned around and everything. That way he understands that this is your plan and you can get an idea of whether or not they're going to be able to go with it. And Abe says, I learned to train my beard, not trim it. Words of wisdom by Dan Dancy. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, if you're going for length, you're never going to trim your way to a longer beard. That's just, it's not going to happen. Now, training those, and it's kind of getting later in the evening, so I got some of my flyaways coming up and around, but there's ways to train those to lay down. Um, just adding a little bit of heat to your day can help quite a bit too. No, not yet. You have the first one of that. She has not released that yet. So you have a one of one currently. But I do foresee her getting those out. I'd probably say she's probably going to get those out here without it being too far out. I think she's waiting to get pictures made and stuff. So not trimming it and putting it in oils in, but I noticed that if I don't for a few days, my beard goes dry, like a hay feeling for some reason. Yep. And that's simply because your skin isn't producing enough sebum to travel, completely through the hair. And even if your skin does create a lot of sebum, getting it to travel throughout the length of the beard hair is it don't happen, especially at the tips. But remember, guys, get these guys at the end. You know, they're the longest runners in the game. They need some love. The thought behind the blend makes so much better sense. Uh, so much better of an experience. It does. It absolutely does. And you know, there's some blends out there that don't work as well for me. You know, and there's some blends, you know, I can wear them, but they don't do anything special or extravagant. And then there's some that just surprise me of how well they work. But everybody's beard is different, and your beard and your skin is going to react to these oils in different ways. So, um, I wish I knew not to shave my neck for the density. You know, I had that issue too. I waited too long to let the neck beard grow out, uh, but it's caught up, so I'm doing okay now. Is sometimes if you get this little thin area in here, like I do, let me get that off there. Yeah, it kind of gets a little thin in here sometimes. Sometimes it tries to fork, um, but it's not nearly as bad now as it was when I first decided to let it grow. And guys, if you don't know if you're going to let it grow or not, just leave the neck beard for as long as the beard is, where it's not seen. And after it gets to the collar line, if you're going for length, just let it go as soon as possible, because it does give you that bulk and that density in the center that you need. Let's see. I'm gonna send you a picture later. Have transparency, and I've had this beard for a year now. Yeah, and it's sometimes it happens, but yeah, we'll just go ahead and shoot me a whatever you got, and we'll talk about it. Corey, appreciate you being here, brother. Hope everything is going well. And see you guys. We talk about these guys, and they just show up. Let's see, Corey. Yep, Weatherbeard. All right, everybody's saying hi to Corey. Yeah, appreciate you coming in, Corey. I was telling the guys earlier that when I went to go put some beard oil in earlier today, I reached to grab for the Saffron Shores and got it in hand and put it in beard. And I was surprised that I did not grab the Saffron Shores. I grabbed the Citrus Hollow, and yeah, I'm not I'm not mad about it. It was just very surprising. Those are two completely different scents. So, all right, Corey. Well, I appreciate you coming in and taking the time to come in and say hi, man. I know, and guys, we got 16 in here so far tonight. I think we came up to around 20 tonight. But you know what? I appreciate you guys being here. I know 10 p.m. on a Tuesday can be rough, and but I really do appreciate you guys being here. I don't think we're gonna go too much longer tonight. As I am also still getting used to my schedule as well. Um, but at this next Saturday, I think we're gonna have some exciting things to talk about. Um, about think of where the channel is going, some changes that I'm possibly going to be making to the videos and things like that. That is really going to push certain aspects of this channel. So I guess some exciting things. Love to talk to you guys about, but I think we're going to hold on to that until Saturday. Um, but yeah, let's see what we got here, guys. Let's see if we can get another something in here. Let's see. All right. Well, here's a good one, guys. Um, how long have you guys had your beards? Have you guys always had some kind of a beard, or how long have you actually had your beard? Um, I mean, I always had mine really short, like most of the time. Even when I was younger in my 20s, I always had a goatee, but it was always trimmed really short. Yeah, which I'm coming up on my tweered around the 20th of this month. So my 2 years will be hitting on the 20th. That's exciting. Uh, I don't have any plans to go to the Buckeye Beard Battle. Okay. Lewis was asking. Yep. Okay. Looking forward to Saturday. Yep. I appreciate that. 2 years now, a relative newbie, right? See, and that's where the whole learning of the routines and learning how to talk to your barber and finding a good barber or learning how to trim makes such a difference. Because I've been growing this one. I'm just about to hit my 2 years on for this beard, and then I took about 8 months off. Um, Prior to that, I had it really short for about 8 months because the last year and a half that I put in, it just wasn't turning out the way I wanted it to, and I wound up changing barbers, and probably one of the best things I did. Like to tune in for the show on Saturdays. I'm getting ready for now. Your show is Saturday Night Routine here. Yeah, very well. I appreciate it, Gokon. And all your support as always, man. I think I'll have to get you on the phone at some point and talk to you again. We need to catch up. I haven't talked to you in a while now. Let's see. Always had something mainly short, goatee, been growing since May and June. Yep. So you're right around the time where Aaron started growing his, I think. Aaron might be just a little after you, but and Tony says he's at a year or so. There you go. Chris is at 14 months. Let's see. Uh Good time in Zanesville. It is a good time, guys. So yeah, the Buckeye Beard Battle. That one is typically run by Mike Wiseman from. Oh, I'm sorry, guys, my mind went blank. From Mike Wiseman. He's another company owner. He's a pretty good guy, man. Never had any complaints with him at all. He ran a great show. Um, and yeah, Buckeye Beard. But yeah, the Buckeye Beard Battle was a great show. It was fun, good food. Got to see a lot of people in the community. So if you guys have the ability to get around there to it, it is a great time. But sometimes the crowds and the loud music and stuff like that ain't for everybody, which is understandable too. Um, yep, I'll be there at the Buckeye BBB4. Yep, I have every intention on being there as well. I think that's because we've been talking about it, and we're gonna try to get to at least two this year. One happens to be here in California, so we will be going to nationals in November. I'm sorry, August. Nationals in August, and then we're gonna make a definite for Buckeye Beard Battle in September. So I had something nice I've had something since I was 14, but real good looking since I was 16. Good looking is completely an overstatement. I've had some doozies. Yeah, I think we all have. I mean, like I said, I was able to grow full facial hair probably around 13, and it was even pretty thick then. So let's see. I used to only grow it through the winter months, but I've let it grow for around 2 years now. But would always trim it up. But I'm wanting to let it grow up. Yep. And hey, and there you go. It's just once you have the initial shape, I like to tell the new guys that are just now, starting to grow their beards, if they've just started to grow their beards, give it somewhere between 3 to 6 months, somewhere in between there. Go in and just get an initial shape done to it and an initial cleanup, and you should be good for a good while. And it seems that's what worked out well for me. It worked out well for Aaron and even Papa Sofa. So I think we're due to get him in for another cleanup here soon. I don't really remember because it's been so long. 2007 is a year that sticks in my head, though. Not sure it has changed over time. Yes, that's going on 19 years. Let's do it. Yeah. Had my beer since September 1st of 2019. There you go. I completely stopped all trimming August of 2023. Yep. And that's kind of the thing that comes with the experience too. I mean, if you look back at this one, he's been growing his beard out for many, many years. And it comes with the knowledge of being able to train those hairs to lay down and to be where they should be and how to control them. It all comes with experience and you know, learning the quirks of your beard. Because yeah, you have the initial awkward phase, but um, as you continue to grow, you're going to hit some other awkward phases, and it's a learning process all the way through. So, uh, current growth is 21 inches. Nice. Oh, current growth was 21 inches. Yep. It looks like I'm going to hit. It looks like I'm either going to hit 13 inches or I'm going to be really close to 13 inches at my 2 year. So, Tony, yep, absolutely. Next year, I definitely want to go to Worlds. Are you talking about the one for this year, or are you talking about one for next year? I know the one next year is in Washington, I believe. That one, I will definitely be going to that one as well. Now, Worlds, guys, Worlds is a uh, completely different kind of show. Um, but it was an amazing time, and it's something to see so many great beards in one place. And then you can run into guys like this, like Rob, and you know, great people. I'm currently at just over 12 and a half. So I got another 10 days or so. I might get to 13. I'll be really close. Always say go a straight year to start, but to each their own. Yeah, yeah, and that's a good idea too. But some of the guys like Aaron, for instance, he's got to keep it. He's got to keep it looking professional as he's growing as well. So just kind of taking care of just keeping the shape until it starts taking on its own. Um, was it's just one of those things that he had to do. I had to do the same thing. So I think that kind of slowed it down there right at the beginning because I had to keep it professional just so they wouldn't tell me to shave it. So and I think by now they just know I have no intentions on doing so. Yeah. Might go to the Beards on Main competition, Ashland, Ohio, September 12th. Puts on by Appalachian Beard Mafia. But we're definitely planning a vacation to Ohio around September. I definitely want to try to. I know we're going to go to the Buckeye, and I believe that's on September 19th. But I'm not sure how far away, Ashland, Ohio is from Zanesville. But yeah, that would kind of be awesome. Hit two in one state in 1 week. It is absolutely a great time. Just you see all these people, you see all these people that are in the chat, and they wind up going to something like Worlds, and it's just dumb luck that it's in the US twice in a decade even. And man, just meeting all these people that you hear about and all these people that you talk to, on a daily basis, almost in chats and everything else. And you know, you're there and you're seeing these people, and it's like seeing Rob, meeting Rob there, and then you guys, I don't know if you guys have seen or heard of Mitch with a beard, and you see him walk in, and you realize that he can he can almost brush his shoes with his with his beard if he wants to. And they're great like-minded people, and it was awesome. There is, and by the time you get used to your strategy of using the heat, and once you get to that strategy of using the heat and everything, you have a section of hair that just wants to go a completely different direction that it's never tried before. So I agree, it does. Right. Can we change the link to talk now? Reminds me of recent fires. Yeah, Raven. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, but hey, you know what? On the plus side, I'm glad that you're okay. And because man, I've seen some horror stories of once that fire really starts going, and I'm glad you came out of it mostly unscathed. So we're talking. Thank God it wasn't worse. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Why I should be longer. Yep. I had to keep it unprofessional as well. Yep. Yeah. It's. I want to say I probably lost over this year. Not as much this year, but over the first year, I probably lost a good 2.5 inches just from having to try to keep it looking professional. So, um, I'm one of those guys likes to grow about 3 or 4 inches and then trim it back and back down to stubble. Yeah, but you got that stash too, man. That stash is something to be proud of. I you know I haven't touched my stash in a year and a half. It just my stash just does not grow at the doesn't grow nearly as well as the beard does. Met Chief at Worlds. Yep, Chief, Dino, me and Kay were at the True North table there, which was awesome. Um, Romy was there. Got to meet Romy. That was awesome. Baker was there. Yeah, Mike Brewer was there, and it was a great time. It really was. Jason and Scott from TBR. It was great meeting so many great people. Right. Yeah, there were so many people, and you kind of you have a beard all your life, or you have a beard that you've been growing for years, and then you walk in and it's just beard overload, man. There's so many great beards. Oh yeah, Chief. Guys. Yeah, Chief is an amazing individual. He really is. He's one of those people that really helped me kind of break out of my shell a little bit when it came to uh, just speaking in public in general. He kind of gives you that little nudge, and I appreciate Chief so much. Um, and I said just cleaning up a big beer and broken glass mess. Oh, yep. Well, be safe, man. Santa Tom and Dino and many more. These events are not to miss whenever possible. Yep. And once you're in the community enough, you'll start to hear which ones that a good portion of the community are gravitating towards, and just There's one that's probably going to hit the beard calendar probably within the next couple months for the end of this year around October, and it will be here in California. And at this time, it looks like it is going to be um, that me and Kay are actually going to run it, and they want us to get everything set up. We got some people that are talking about flying out for judging, and yeah, Aaron's going to get his input in there as well. So I think it's going to be a really good thing, and it's at a Celtic festival. So I think it's going to be awesome, guys. So we'll get that information out to you as well. But that's some of the information that I was going to wait till Saturday. So you got a little sneak peek. Let's see. It was great meeting Dave Gokon, Trace Amigos, Bearded Death, and Dan. Yep, absolutely. And it was great to see. And that's the thing, guys. A lot of guys they don't realize that this can be a family event. I mean, you had Luis that had him and his wife and his little ones there, and yeah, it was awesome. Wife is from Cali. Are you in North or Southern California? Abe, I am about. I'm up towards Yosemite, so I'm about 45 minutes from Yosemite. So we're technically northern, but if you know where Fresno, California is, we're about let's say about an hour north from there. Let's see. Yeah, yep. It is awesome. I'm actually really looking forward to it. We've had some discussions, and they're more than willing to take the info that we're giving them. So it's awesome. Let's see. It's in the world's one with me at nationals. Yep. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to going to nationals. I think we've made the decision that we're definitely going to try to get to that in August in LA. So yeah, my dad worked in Fresno for a few years. Yep, it's just north of there. Like where the casino is, I'm about 20 minutes away from work. So yeah, so we're kind of between. Let's see, we're kind of in between Course Gold and Yosemite. So we're like right in the middle there. From Santa Rosa. Yep. Nice. I'm gonna bow out, fellas. Great show as always. Good night. I really appreciate you being here, Gokon, and all your support, man. Have a good night, man. Oh, okay. So there is an update on that, guys. On the Tame the Wild Beard Straightener. Um, I think I put in the description that there is an update. If not, then I need to. So with the beard straighteners, I believe you're going to get what you pay for. I had just started using beard straighteners. Didn't know a whole lot about them. That one, it worked okay. I didn't have any problem with heating up or anything like that. What I had the biggest issue with on that is the safety of it. The edges get extremely hot, and I was actually tagging myself with it like getting a like a curling iron burn because the outside edge of it was just straight heat from there. There was no protection on there at all. So I have done an update on that. I believe I did that update on the Beard Octane Straightener video that I did. I talked about the update to the Tame the Wild. Now when you start getting into Beard Octane or Averlight, it's a more or less a sealed unit. It's very safe. I have yet to tag myself with it at all to burn myself with them at all. But that one, as soon as I got the Beard Octane one, I like, okay, I need to do an update on this because it worked for what I needed it for, but and I'm glad that I had it when I did. Uh, but yeah, there's no comparison when it comes to the safety and how well um, the Beard Octane one and the Aberlite actually keep control of the heat and keep it where it's supposed to be. So yeah, appreciate the question, man. If you have any other questions, feel free to let me know. Again, my link tree is pinned to the top of the comments here, guys. Feel free to check it out. I have my Instagram, Facebook, um, my email. You have my merch site there if you guys want to support the channel. Um, so yeah, it's all there. I will say that if you want to get a hold of me and me respond quickly, the fastest way is going to be either Instagram or through email. For some reason, Facebook does not alert me the way it should. Yeah, it is a good one. And Rob, I think with the density of your beard, I think it would work really well. Right. Well, and that's exactly where I was, Willie. And I'll say it did work well for what I needed it for. Um, just when you're coming down with it, make sure that the teeth are coming straight down. Don't twist the uh, so for example, if this was the heated brush, just make sure you're going straight down with it. Don't angle the heated brush to kind of pull it like that. Don't angle it because that edge right there is going to tag you. It does work well. I didn't have any issues with it not having enough heat or not doing its job. It did its job. It's just once you get something that where those safety measures are in there and everything, it just it makes a world of difference. And I could see the temperature that the Aberlite is, and I can see the temperature that the Beard Octane one is at, and I know that it's regulated. It's not just little light buttons. This is actually regulated. So I'll say for one that you just want to see if it's for you. I think it would be okay, but I have not tried the Wild Willies. That I will say they may have done some adjustments to them. So I want to say that video is that's probably one of my first 10 videos, maybe. So that was a while ago, but it'll work for what you want to use it for. But there are better options out there. Hey, Dave, I'm going for my CDL really soon. I think get everything ready. Uh, I'll be in my class March 9th. That's awesome, man. Congrats. Dave, Zanesville is about an hour and 45 minutes south of Ashland. Okay. So that's not too bad. I mean, where we would wind up landing in Ohio, it's about a 2-hour drive to Zanesville either way. So yeah, that's not too bad. Because I think we were talking about getting the whole couch crew together and actually all of us going and see if we could talk Papa Sofa into going with us. And I think he would have a blast. It's just whether or not, we can convince him to go ahead and jump on the plane and do it. And then we'd wind up renting a SUV or something, or a minivan if we had to, whatever we could get to get us over to Zanesville. So yeah, I mean that's definitely a possibility, provided we can get the right amount of time off to do it. Um, Thoughts on the corded or the cordless heated brush? Well, Stanley, the corded ones typically have the shorter spines on them, so it does work well for especially for some of the shorter beards where you don't really have enough length to get under. The cordless typically do have you know what? You guys hold on one second. I'll show you some of the differences real quick. Let me be right back. All right, guys. So yeah, because I've been meaning to show you guys this anyway. Um, for some of the guys that don't know the differences in the corded and the other. Now, mind you guys, this corded one, I haven't used this one in probably a year at least, so it's got some banged up spots. So this is the Tame the Main one, and you can see on the very edge of it right here, there's no real protection there to stop it from tagging your skin. It gets hot right up to the very edge, and and you notice that these spines are a little on the shorter side, right? Okay, so a lot of the ones that are corded are around that size. Um, the Beard Octane has beard oil on it because I just used it, and you'll see that these have in comparison to the size. So these are a little bit taller. These have the um, ceramic tongs in there, and it heats up great. The LED on it is really good, heats up fast, works really well. Yeah, I've had no issues with this one at all. And then there's the Aberlite, which I think this particular one, the Aberlite Go Pro 2 cordless, it is a little bit, it might be about the same size. Might be a little bit shorter as far as the length of the tongs on there, but yeah. But again, works really well. The only issue that we've had with this one, because it's happened to me, my brother, and my dad on the Aberlite Go 2 Pro, is that the LED, when you go to heat it up, you turn it on, the LED screen, you really can't see it unless you turn off all the lights. So, but I will say that Aberlite has great customer service. You tell them that's what's going on, and they will return it with no questions asked. So, oh yeah, I highly recommend that straightener. I hope that helped you guys at all. I've been meaning to show you guys that, and I think I'm actually going to do a video on that at some point so I can actually show a little closer to it on a better camera. Yeah, Everlight, I do love it. Yep. It is good. It is good. I will say that the plastic on it. So I do have tape on the back of this one because when I uh, flew out with this one, I had it in my carry-on. No, I had this one going down into the belly of the plane. I forgot because it does have a battery that you can remove to carry with you, and it popped the door off of it, and that was my bad. Um, I first and still use the Beard Struggles. I paid way too much for the lack of quality. Yep, right, and that's one of those things that you'll. I know it's hard when you don't have the money right up front to be able to put a lot into it, but you know what? As things go on, if you get the opportunity to put a little more into it, um, the quality and the safety is what you're going to be paying for on it. Yep. Let's see. All right, guys, we're going to start winding down here in a few minutes. I'm just going to try to catch up here, see if I got any other questions in here. Um, Tony, appreciate you being here, brother, as always. Thank you so much for all your support. It's one I'm eyeballing. I dropped a bottle of beard oil, Citrafella, and when I broke it. Yep, yep. Um, right, right. Yeah, it is that nice. I will say that the cordless still has its place. I think, especially for I don't know, yeah, emergency situations, whatnot. But yeah, I mean, I still have that Tame Main one around, and I haven't used it, but it's there if I ever need it. Um, right, and the biggest thing is is not to use don't use their straightening irons or anything like that. That heat is way, way too hot for your beard, and that can damage your beard extremely quick. So, all right, sounds good. Yeah, and again, guys, you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me on any of my socials or in my email, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And with all that, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start closing out the stream tonight. I want to tell you guys that I appreciate you guys being here. Appreciate each and every one of you guys spending your Tuesday evening with me. And, we have our Bearded Kin show with me and AA Ron on Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. And we look forward to seeing you guys there. Do me a favor, if you've forgotten to do so, go ahead and hit that like button and before you head out. And I will see you guys on Saturday. And until then, you guys stay strong, and I'll see you then. Love you guys.